Okay, let's get into this. It's almost peak timeline absurdity, isn't it? We're
Yeah.
looking at sources today detailing this memory supplement, Memyts,
Mm.
and the way they're selling it. Deepfake videos,
Sure.
high-quality ones of celebrities, doctors. It's quite something, yeah. It really feels like weapons-grade deception. So our goal here is to unpack how this whole scheme works, who it targets, often really vulnerable people, and contrast these, frankly, wild AI marketing claims with what's actually in the pills. You know, the science or maybe the lack of it.
Exactly. And what's really striking is who they chose to deepfake. It's not random. We're seeing AI versions of Dr. Sanjay Gupta, Anderson Cooper, people you trust.
Right, familiar faces.
And even beloved figures like Carol Burnett, Bruce Willis,
Yeah,
also supposedly giving these heartfelt testimonials claiming this stuff reverses Alzheimer's.
yeah.
It's leveraging that built-in trust. So, okay, the pitch itself, our sources describe this elaborate setup, right? Often these really long video, like an hour long.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Promising some kind of secret honey remedy. Something big pharma supposedly suppressed.
Yeah.
You sit through this whole thing expecting, I don't know, a recipe.
Right, you're waiting for the secret formula, but, spoiler, there is no honey recipe. It never appears.
So it's just theater.
Pretty much. It's all designed to hook you, build fake credibility, maybe wear you down a bit. And then after all that, they just say, okay, buy our pills.
Wow. Okay. So after that massive honey that wasn't buildup, what are they actually selling? What's in the bottle?
Well, if you look past the deep fake smoke and mirrors, the ingredients themselves are, well, they're pretty standard nootropics, actually.
Standard nootropics. Can you break that down a bit? What does that typically mean?
Sure. Nootropics is just a general term for substances, supplements usually, that claim to boost brain function, memory, focus, sometimes called smart drugs, though that's a bit much. In Memyts specifically, I've got B vitamins, which are, generally fine. Then Bacopa monnieri, rhodiola rosea, and some natural caffeine.
Okay, Bacopa rhodiola. Those sound vaguely familiar from the health space. Is there any science there, or is it all just fluff?
Well, that's where the scam gets a bit clever, you could say. There is some legitimate research behind a couple of those. It's not completely made up.
Oh, okay.
Bacopa monnieri, for example. Some studies suggest it might have mild effects on memory processes, maybe modulating some brain chemicals involved in learning.
Wild effects. Got it.
And rhodiola rosea is often looked at for managing mental fatigue, maybe helping with stress resilience. So they're latching on to these little grains of truth.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. They anchor the big lie in a tiny bit of reality. But we have to be absolutely clear here. Mild support for maybe memory recall or fatigue,
Yeah,
that is worlds away from what they're claiming.
exactly.
Let's just state the medical reality. No supplement reverses Alzheimer's disease. No pill cures dementia overnight. That is just, it's medically impossible.
Yeah.
Claiming otherwise is fraud, plain and simple.
Absolutely. It crosses a serious line.
So if the ingredients are pretty standard, maybe even relatively cheap to source, why the incredibly elaborate, high-risk deepfakes? Why not just make, modest claims?
Because modest claims don't go viral, right? They
Yeah.
don't justify a premium price tag or convince someone truly desperate that this is the miracle cure.
Ah,
The deep fake celebrity or doctor, that's the artificial trust signal. That's what bridges the gap between a standard supplement and the impossible promise. It makes the unbelievable seem believable for a moment.
and this ties into the whole operation, doesn't it? The anonymity?
Completely. The sources point to these anonymous websites. There's no real company information, certainly no verifiable medical board or anything credible backing them.
And the customer experience after the sale.
Reports suggest it's pretty bleak. People trying to get refunds, even with a supposed money-back guarantee, find they just get ghosted.
Ghosted, like customer service just vanishes.
Suddenly unreachable. Emails bounce, numbers don't work. It strongly suggests the whole thing is designed to take the money and run, basically. No accountability. It's pure manipulation, using these fake trusted faces to sell very ordinary products with extraordinary false claims.
So wrapping this up, what's the key thing for you listening to this to take away? I mean, real cognitive supplements do exist, right?
Yeah.
And legitimate companies sell them.
Yes, absolutely.
But the moment a product needs a deep faked Dr. Gupta or a fake Carol Burnett to convince you, well, that tells you pretty much everything you need to know about its real value and honesty, doesn't it?
It really does. It's a massive red flag. And maybe the final thought here is, if you are worried about your memory or a loved one's memory, please talk to an actual doctor, a real human being.
Not an AI celebrity.
Not an AI celebrity. And it really pushes us all, doesn't it? How do we get better at spotting this stuff?
Yeah.
How do we assess health advice when the very faces we trust can be faked so easily? That's something we all need to think about more, I reckon.